What's going on? Welcome back for another video, and today I'm pretty excited to be going over this Osight S micro carry red dot. It is not this big. This right here is a magnetic charging port. So this housing right here will protect your red dot, but also, as you can see on top here, we've got a magnetic charging port, as is pretty common with a lot of Olight products. Basically, this is a fully magnetic charging red dot. So there's one internal battery, and as far as I know, if that battery ever dies, so does your red dot. So now this port right here, you can charge this thing, and it's got a little button on the side. Might be hard to tell in the daylight, but you press this button and you get your charging indicator. And then whenever you put it on the gun, it'll tell you your charging level on the gun. So if I look, kind of close this in, I can see that my red dot is fully charged. Now, this will charge your red dot 3 times, full charge 3 times. Each one takes about 90 minutes. And then after that, you can just go ahead and charge this, and then you're still ready to go. If you're keeping this in your safe, I just keep mine with the cover on. It's just going to keep it protected if something does fall over and hits it or something like that. Now, the main attraction for me was going to be the price point. It looks very similar to like the Hollison EPS carry, and it's got the direct mount. So this has the RMSC footprint, and it actually has a larger window than the Hollison EPS carry. The EPS carry comes in about 0.77 inches, and this is going to be 0.83 inches wide. And it is, for me, it is noticeably bigger. So from left to right, you've got the EPS carry on the left. Obviously, nice clear window. In the middle here, you've got the MPO Pro S. Now, it sits up a little higher. You're not going to be able to co-witness with that, but it does kind of have a built-in rear sight there. And then on the right, we've got the Osight S. I think you can kind of see that it's got a slightly larger window. You can tell it's got a thinner housing on the side, but altogether, very, very clear. These are going to be probably the 3 most popular enclosed red dots, and that right there is all of them side by side. Now, this has a different housing. It's made out of what they call OAL, which is like a new aluminum style material, but basically it's stronger than your 7075 aluminum, which is what your EPS carry, your MetProLite MPO Pro S, which is another one that we've reviewed. It's harder than those, so I think that kind of allows them to basically take a little bit out of the sidewalls of these red dots while keeping the same strength. Now, so far shooting, we've already got some rounds down range. We've got it zeroed. I've had 0 issues with this so far. So one of the nice things is on this is it's going to have that auto adjust brightness setting, but you can still adjust up or down one brightness setting. So if you do want it a little bit brighter, you can go up one, or if you want it a little more dim, you can go down one. But it does give you the flexibility to go up one or down of where it automatically adjusts the brightness to. So far, the sun's beginning to set, but the brightness that it's set on automatically is perfect. We've got a nice clear window. Reticle's very, very crisp. I've got 0 complaints. If you're in the market for a red dot right now, Osight is having their 18th anniversary sale going on. Starts April 14th, which is the day that this video is going live. On Osight's website, they're going to have up to 40% off, as well as some free gifts that they're going to be giving away. And it's also going to be 20% off on Amazon. So if you are in the market for a red dot for your micro carry gun, and you're wanting an enclosed red dot, this is going to have basically almost every feature that your EPS carry is going to have. You could consider the magnetic charging option a feature. You could consider it a crutch. Only time will tell on that. I think it's a pretty cool feature, cool technology. If anyone knows how to basically do the magnetic charging, it's Olight, Osight. They've pretty much got it down at this point. So for the money, if you're in the market for an enclosed red dot, this is definitely worth checking out. The mounting instructions were very easy, straightforward. Now, out of the box, this comes with everything you need. It's going to come with basically a compatibility chart for the Osight S and the X. It's going to tell you what screws you need, if you need a spacer. If you have a shadow systems, the CR920, that's going to require a spacer in front of that footprint. So something to know. And that one might fit really, really tight for you. You're probably going to think it doesn't fit. I didn't think it was going to fit on mine, but it is an extremely tight fit. And then that spacer kind of softens up a little bit, basically compresses into it, and basically takes the right shape, and that thing's not going anywhere. So, but it comes with all the right screws, and it's a direct mount, which sits very low on here, which does allow for a co-witness with your standard sights. So I don't really care as much, but if you need co-witnessing sights, if that's something that you absolutely need, you are going to get that with this. This is also going to come in at about $200 on Amazon. So $200, your EPS carry, which is basically the direct competition of what this is coming in at $430 for your green multi-reticle. Now, as somebody that owns both of those, I'm just not seeing an extra $230 in value from the Holosun necessarily. The multi-reticle system's great. The direct mounting system's great. That's been its main feature that kind of keeps it away from like the MPO Pro S. It's an enclosed system, but it has to have a mounting plate, sits a little higher. It's fine, but I much prefer the direct mount. So is this worth trying out for half the price? In my opinion, absolutely. I'm glad I picked one up. I don't have anything really negative to say about it so far. Again, you know, the sample size of my shooting with this compared to the EPS carry, I have a lot more rounds to the EPS carries. Zero issues with those either. But so far, this is coming in, basically, it's proven to be a great value for the $200 that they're going for. Now, I didn't come out here to sell out for any one brand, so I'm not going to tell you you need to go buy an Osight S. I'm not going to tell you need to go buy the Osight X. I still like my Holosun EPS carry. I still like the MPO Pro S. Each of them kind of has their own unique features. Now, all around, if we're taking cost, and that's a factor, which that's a factor for me, that's a factor for probably a lot of people, I would take this over an EPS carry. From my shooting so far, my experience with it so far, I would buy this over the EPS carry. I can buy two of these for the price of the EPS carry. Obviously, I've got a lot more rounds downrange with the EPS carries. I have them on several of my guns. Does that mean I'm going to go sell my EPS carries and get these? No, I'm not going to go get rid of them. I still like them. But if you're in the market now, you want an enclosed red dot, because these are going to keep dust out. It's going to keep rain out. If you've ever been to the range when it's raining and you get water where the emitter's coming out of that that channel in there, basically your dot is just basically blown up everywhere. It's nearly impossible to use. Now, this is going to keep dust, going to keep rain out. Obviously, it's rated, I think, IPX7. Now, if you're in the market for an enclosed dot, for the price of this, compared to the EPS carry, compared to the MPO Pro S, I'm taking it over the Pro S because of the direct mounting system. So, Meprolite, get a direct mounted enclosed red dot, and you'll be right back at the top of the game. But this right here, I'm taking this over the Holosun. So if something happens that changes that, then we'll, get into that. But I'm not throwing my guns around. I'm not racking the slide off a steel beam. I don't know if it's going to break. I don't plan on doing that when I carry. Most people aren't going to be doing that. So, but like I said, it's got a stronger aluminum housing than the Holosun, and it's half the price. So that's my thought. If you want to, take up on the offer for the 18th anniversary sale, get one, that's great. If not, that's also great. I just wanted to kind of put out a review for this. It's for the amount of money that you can get this for, it's just hard to beat. The unique features, I'm taking it over the Holosun as of today. That's just my final thoughts on it. So far, I'm a big fan of this. The magnetic battery or magnetic charging is a pretty cool feature to me, and looks great. Direct mount, again, all these things that we talk about wanting in the concealed carry red dot, it's got all of them, and for a friendly price point. So those are my thoughts. Thank you guys for watching. If you have any questions, let me know in the comments. I'll answer those the best that I can. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and we will see you guys next time.